Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. We have studied the theory related to leveling. So now it's the time to solve few numericals that were asked in GATE previous years related to leveling. So the first question says that a line of levels has been run from a benchmark of elevation 23.47 meters. So that means you started your leveling procedure from a benchmark which has the RL of 23.47 meters. And ends at another benchmark of elevation, and when you finished off your leveling, the RL of the last station was 23.50. Now the sum of backside is given as 16.26 meters and the foresight is given as 16.29 meters. That means sigma Fs equals to 16.29 meters. Sigma Bs is given as 16.26 meters and RL of last station is given as ends at 23.50 and RL of first station is given as 23.47. You know what is the check in leveling? You all know that the check in leveling is RL of last station minus RL of first station is equal to sigma Bs minus sigma Fs. If these both sides are equal, the left side, that is RL of last station minus RL of first station, is equal to sigma Bs minus sigma Fs, then there is no closing error. That means you performed your leveling very perfectly and there is no error. But if this check is not equal to each other, that means LHS is not equal to RHS, that means you did some error in your leveling procedure, then there is a closing error. Then how do you determine the closing error? The closing error can be determined by either LHS minus RHS or RHS minus LHS. So you just need to take the absolute value of LHS minus RHS. Now what is LHS? LHS is RL of last station minus RL of first station. That means 23.50 minus 23.47. So this is LHS. This can be RHS as well. You can write it as LHS or as RHS. So it turns out to be 0.03 meters. Now what is RHS? RHS is sigma Bs minus sigma Fs. What is sigma Bs? Sigma Bs is 16.26 and sigma Fs is 16.29. Now since sigma Bs is greater than sigma Fs, it comes out to be minus 0.03. If it would have been 0.03 and 0.03 with the same sign, then it would have been a perfect leveling. But since the signs are different, there is a closing error. What is the closing error? The closing error is 0.03 minus 0.03. So this will turn out to be 0.06 meters. So this is the closing error that is associated with this leveling work that you did. It could have been minus 0.03 minus 0.03, then it would have been minus 0.06. When you would have taken the absolute of that, it would have been 0.06 meters. So the answer is 0.06 meters. Now moving to the next question. The next question is related to the inverted leveling, inverted staff in which you place the staff in an inverted fashion and you take the reading of foresight or intermediate side as negative. So the question says that a benchmark with reduced level has been established at the floor of a room. Suppose this is a floor of a room and suppose this is the roof of the room. Let us assume this is as floor F and this is the roof R. Now you are given with that the reduced level of benchmark has been set on the floor. Now what is the reduced level of it? It is 155.305. Suppose this is RL equals to 155.305 meters. See, this has negligible thickness. I am just making it to show you the benchmark, but it has almost negligible thickness. So now the benchmark has been established, 155.305. Yes. Now it is required to find out the RL of the underside of the roof. Now how do we do the leveling with inverted staff? Suppose this is our instrument. First of all, we take a reading on this. Put the staff here. We take a reading of this staff. This will be the first reading. So what is the first reading? First reading is called as the backside reading. So this is the backside reading. Now what do we do? Since the roof is high from the floor, it is at a good level from the floor, and staff is not such big. We do not have that big staffs. So instead of opening the staff up to the roof, what do? We take the inverted staff and place it like this. This is the staff placed in an inverted fashion. Now we take the reading of this. So this reading will be a negative reading, and this is called as the foresight reading. We are taking only two readings, hence there is no intermediate side in this particular leveling. There are two readings, one is backside reading, another is the foresight reading. You will mention the foresight reading as negative. Suppose it comes out to be 2.6 meters, then this will be minus 2.6 meters. The BS will be positive since it is taken in a regular manner. Now the backside is given as, you are given with backside reading, and it is given as 1.5 meters. And the foresight reading to the R, that means FS, foresight is given as 0.575, minus 0.575 you will write it as. If you want to solve this question by making a table using a rise and fall method or height of collimation method, you will have to mention this reading as minus 0.575, and you will have to continue in the manner that you actually do by taking it as positive. आप जिस तरीके से इसको positive मान के solve करते थे पूरे question को, उसी तरीके से you will have to use it in a negative fashion. Now you have to determine the RL of this roof. इसका RL आपको determine करना है. Now how do you determine this? First of all, you can determine the height of the instrument. How can you determine the height of the instrument? You are given with the RL of this particular floor. You can add this BS reading to this so that you can obtain this height of instrument. So RL plus BS. What is RL? It is 155.305. And you will have to add the BS reading. What is BS reading? It is 1.5. So you can obtain the height of instrument as, it is 156.805 meters. Now you have to calculate the RL of R. How can you calculate the RL of R? You have to add this foresight reading. This much is the foresight reading. You have to add this foresight reading to this height of instrument. This is the height of instrument HI. You have to add this foresight reading to this height of instrument, and this is what will be the RL of this roof. In another manner, how can you understand this question? This is the RL of the floor. You have to obtain the RL of roof. So how can you obtain? By adding this height to the RL of floor, you can obtain the RL of this roof. What is this height? This height is BS plus FS. So you can add BS and FS to this RL to obtain the RL of roof. So RL of roof will be height of instrument plus the foresight reading. What is foresight reading? 0.575. See, you do not have to take the negative sign here. The negative sign is just to show that the staff reading is inverted. It will be taken actually negative when you solve this question using the table method. When you use that table method, BS, FS, rise, fall and RL. When you use that table method, then you will have to take this reading as negative, else your solution will be wrong. But in this case, you simply have to add all these digits. So what will be the RL of the roof? It will turn out to be 157.380 meters. You can find this option number C. Now I hope this is clear to you all. Now moving to the next question, and the next question is again a formula based question, and it is based upon the reciprocal leveling. You all have studied what is reciprocal leveling, what does it do. So now you are given with a question that a table is given. This is the side denotes at instrument at. First the instrument was set up at P, secondly the instrument was set up at Q. Now the staff reading, you are given as the staff reading at P and Q are given as 2.8, 1.7 meters. This is 2.7 and 1.8 meters. What does this table denote actually? When you set up the instrument, when you actually set up the instrument, suppose this is the P station and this is the Q station. P can be above Q or P can be below Q. Let us assume that Q is above P, which is actually the case here. So when we set up the instrument at P, this is the part 1. Instrument was at P. We took the reading at P. This is P1. This is P1. This much meters is this P1 reading. Now when the instrument was at P, the reading taken at Q, this is Q1. Now the second case was, you set up the instrument at Q, you took the reading at P was P1, and you took the reading at Q itself was Q1. So this is the diagrammatic representation. You need not to draw this, actually you need to use the formula. Now it is given as the reduced level of station P. RL of P is given as 100 meters. You are asked to calculate the RL of Q. How much is the reduced level of point Q? So first of all, you have to check whether P is above or Q is above. How can you check that? See, I will have to again draw this diagram now. This is P point. We took the reading, it was at P1 and it was 2.8 meters. Now the reading taken at Q is 1.7 meters. That means the staff available at Q is only 1.7 meters. That means Q might have been above this point P, because the staff reading here is only 1.7 meters. This is what is denoted with the help of this diagram. You can see now that Q is above P, since the staff reading at Q is 1.7 meters and at P is 2.8 meters. If it would have been below the point P, then the staff reading would have been greater than 2.8 meters. But this is not the case here. So that means the RL of Q will be greater than RL of P. You will have to add something to RL of P to obtain the RL of Q. Now what is the height difference between P and Q is obtained using the formula of reciprocal leveling. The formula says that, suppose the formula we have learnt is based on HA, HB, H-A and H-B. But here the points are in terms of P and Q. So let us make them in terms of HA and HB. What is HA here? HA is 2.8 meters. HB is 1.7 meters. What is H-A? H-A is here 2.7 meters and H-B is 1.8 meters. Now you can use the formula H-A minus H-B plus HA minus HB divided by 2. When you will place the values in this formula, you will get H as 1.0 meters. That means there is a difference of 1 meters between P and Q. Now since P is below Q, the Q will be 1 meters above the P, and P is having RL of 100 meters, so Q will have the RL of 101 meters. So this is the required RL of point Q. I hope it is clear to every one of you. Now moving to the next question, and the next question is based on inverted staff, but this time it is given in a tabular format and you will have to solve it using rise and fall method, or you can also solve it using collimation method. But I prefer that whenever an inverted staff is there, you do not go for height of collimation method. That will create an error in your solution. Always go for rise and fall method whenever an inverted staff reading is given. So BS is given, FS is given and RL is given. The BS is given as 1.655, second case minus 0.95, the FS in this case is given as minus 1.5 and it is 0.75 here. The RL is 100 meters for this. You have to determine the RL for this third case. This is P, this is Q and this is R. Actually it does not matter, but you have to calculate the RL for station number R. So how will you calculate this? Make two tables, one of rise and second of fall. So for the first case, what will be the rise at Q? The rise at Q. How will you calculate the rise at Q? By 1.655 minus 1.5. Do not ignore this minus sign here. So when you will solve this, you will get it as 3.155 meters. So mention it as, and since it is positive, it will be a rise. Now the second case is a fall actually. I am directly writing it as fall, and the fall at R is equal to, how will you calculate the fall? By minus 0.95 minus 0.75. Since it is negative, it is a fall. It will come out to be minus 1.7 meters. You can directly write it as 1.7 meters here. So we are now ready to calculate the RLs, since we have calculated the rise and fall. So RL of Q will be RL of P plus the rise. What is RL of P? RL of P is 100 and the rise is 3.155. So RL of Q will turn out to be 103.155 meters. You can write it here. Now calculate the RL of R. RL of R will be calculated by RL of Q and minus the fall. So this is 103.155, and what is the fall? It is 1.7 meters. So final RL will turn out to be 101.455 meters. So this is the required RL, and you can trace this particular option in option number C. Now let us move to the next and the last question for this topic. It is based upon the trigonometric leveling. We have covered almost all types of questions. Now the question says that, no, there is one more question after this, that is based on the curvature and this refraction correction. Now the question is, the vertical angles subtended by the top of a tower T at two instrument stations set up at P and Q are shown in the figure. Two stations are in line with tower and spaced at a distance of 60 meters. Readings taken from these two stations on a leveling staff placed at a benchmark are also shown. You are given with the benchmark. Let us make the diagram so that it will be clear. This is point P. This is point Q, and here is a tower T, suppose. This is the line of sight of P up to the tower. This is the line of sight of Q up to the tower. This is the angle 16.5 degree, and this is 10.5 degree, that is subtended by P and point Q. Now the distance between P and Q is given as 60 meters, and you can see clearly that the vertical difference between points P and Q is 2 meters. So this is 2 meters. Now let us assume this particular distance as X and this particular distance as Y. Now you also know that what is the RL of point P and RL of point Q. You are given with a benchmark, and a reading from P was also taken and from Q was also taken. So you can determine that the RL of point Q is 450 plus 2.555. So this will be the RL of point Q. 450 plus 2.555. So it will turn out to be 452.555 meters. You could also calculate the RL of P, but we need the RL of Q. We will add this X distance to the RL of Q to get the RL of tower T. Now let us solve this by using the mathematical equations. So they are the simple equations. The first equation will be, we use tangent 10.5 degrees equal to X plus 2 divided by Y plus 60. The second equation that we use is tan 16.5 degree is equal to X divided by Y. Now since you need to calculate X only, you do not require Y. You can place this Y actually, but it will be lengthy, so you can go for any method. Either you can substitute X here or you can substitute Y here. So when you will solve both these equations, you will get Y as 82 meters. There are two variables and you are given with two equations. So, and X will turn out to be 24.289 meters. So this is the value of X. Now you need to calculate the RL of tower T. So you have to add this X to the RL of Q. I am rubbing these equations. The RL of tower T will be RL of Q plus X. So it will be 452.555 plus 24.289, and it will turn out to be 476.954 meters. This is the required RL of the tower T. Now moving to the last question of this topic, and that is based on the correction due to curvature and due to reflection. The question says that a lighthouse of 120 meter height is just visible above the horizon. The correct distance between the ship and the lighthouse considering the combined correction for curvature and refraction. The height of the lighthouse is given as h. It is given as 120 meters. You need to calculate the distance between the lighthouse and the ship. So you know what is the formula for this correction, combined correction. The formula is 0.0673 d square. Since this h is known to you, you can calculate the value of d from here. This is d square. You can calculate d by taking the under root of this, and d will come out to be 42.226 kilometers. Remember that d is in kilometers here and h is in meters, but the options are 39.098, this is the wrong option. 39098, this is the wrong option. The question is asking you the correct distance in meters, but this is in kilometers, so you will have to convert this in meters. This is the required answer, and it is given as it is in option number D. So this is all about the leveling numericals. You can solve more by viewing the GATE previous year questions. You can practice from standard books, but keep on practicing. Thank you.